Man, you already know this Taibu Mu'addib here. Blue face it. Yo, cheaters. That's a funny sound, ain't it? We gotta get a slap in for the cheaters. We gotta do a slap for all the cheaters out there. So cheating has become quite the sport, hasn't it? All the hip hop songs out there. That's the topic for this week. At the live podcast. Make sure that y'all tap into that live podcast space. Many of you don't have anything to do on Sundays, and you're like, let's go to the Margarita Xpress and check out Taibu Mu'addib's live podcast. Let's meet that guy. Maybe cop a t-shirt, win a book. I have the coaching books out there. Coach Taibu's Winning Strategies. I do have the book ready, and The Gamble of Greatness. Two great books that I wrote for my coaching company. The First Step Coaching Program, man, is to get you lined up to teach you how to win and give you some tools. As a life coach, I want to make sure that I focus on goal achievement. And being certified in goal achievement means helping people really lock in and reach their goals. Let's go with that. That's the lock-in sound. Every time you hear that sound, make sure you write it down. Why am I dressed up today? Well, I'm dressed up because I got to switch it up. I'm just going to keep it real, all right? And I want to make sure that when I slap all you cheaters, that, you feel it. The tough part about this sport of cheating is that people get caught. And usually feelings get hurt. Now we're all seeing stuff on social media like, oh, what are they doing? People going crazy over cheating. I saw some pretty tough videos with people doing some wild stuff to folks over cheating. And we all know the show. As a podcaster, that podcast on relationships, love, lives, and everything in between does have a home. It's the Margarita Xpress. So I can just do, regular podcasting during the week. I can bring you reaction reels. I can do other wild stuff and then jump and dive directly into relationships, the love and the lies, everything in between on the weekend on Sundays. It's a good space. I mean, I've had a couple of really great blame game. The winners of the blame game get some prizes, but it's a good thing. The online coaching program, many of you out there, let's just start with the fitness part of it, right? What is being in shape? If you're getting cheated on because you're no longer attractive to your partner, that's your fault. That's your fault. Letting yourself go is up to you. I'm not blaming cheaters out there for cheating on a partner that they've talked to for, 2 or 3 years and asked them to get in shape. They're no longer, really attracted to them, but they might be sharing money, sharing kids. They want to stay in the relationship for the kids or, for the money, whatever the case may be. I don't know. You just have got a great friendship and companionship. They don't want to break that bond up with you, but they're going to cheat on you if you let yourself go. So we're going to slap y'all too. So that's a slap for everybody that's let themselves go. If you want to get in shape and you want to get your moxie back, I have a 12-step, 12-week program you just don't want to not take advantage of, man. Inbox me, DM me, or call the hospitality hotline, 682-514-5955. All right. So let's get this going. Cheaters' favorite lines when suspected or caught cheating. What are they? Get in the comment section. I already have them up. I mean, I've been doing my research, obviously, before the show. What are cheaters' favorite lines, when they get caught or when they're suspected? And if you live in America and you have more than 3 relationships, you've been cheated on or you suspect your partner of cheating, right? So what are cheaters' favorite lines? The favorite ones, right? Let's say top 10 favorite lines for cheaters when they're caught or suspected. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that up. And we're going to go to AI just for some additional looks. But we kind of already know what it is, right? You know, like I said, if you live in America, you've been in more than 3 relationships, you definitely have experienced some cheating. What are the signs that the person that you're dealing with is a cheater? Uh, I say honestly, truthfully, marriage, whatever, just talking. I think in every relationship, I don't really think that there's technically such a thing as cheating because a relationship, what's going on, y'all out there, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure y'all come over to YouTube and subscribe real quick to Win with Taibu because I'm endeavoring to make winners out of you all as I continue to win, as I continue to grow. And I'm saying to you right now, I got really big things coming for y'all this year, even bigger than the live podcast. I want you, and those of you who've been around since 21, my very first speaking event, those of you who've been around for a long time and been followers for a long time, I want you to know, get with the Win with Taibu brand. I just want to boss you up even a little smidgen if I can. That's why I'm shooting to you straight. Someone out there right now is being cheated on right now. All right. Someone's being cheated on right now. And I want you to know I can help. I can help you with that. So we can definitely get on that for sure. I want to make sure that I can catch an opportunity. Let me see if I can get up in here and help some folks out. Win with Taibu. You already know what it is. I want to make sure that you know what's going on. I'm gonna tap you in a second. If you want to be on the live, it's gonna have to be over here off of StreamYard. Definitely just tap in with me. I got to get that link to you. The best thing to do is hit me up on Facebook at Taibu Mu'addib so I can send you that link. I just don't like to be messed. I want to have everybody in the same space. My YouTube channel is growing, so go over there and subscribe. Let me get right back to the matter. So, top 10 lines for cheaters, right? We want to make sure that we got the top 10 out there. Now, when you think about it, let's go with the suspects first. You suspect the person is cheating. Hey, I believe you messing around on me. I believe you messing around on me. We have to say to that. What they're going to be like? What? But remember, I gave you earlier this week, I gave you the cop thing. The cop interrogation thing says if they look to the right, they're going to lie to you. If they look to the left, they're going to be what? Evasive. So if you go to your person that you think they cheat, say, hey, look, I think you cheating on me. What's up with that? What's going on? What are we doing? And they're like, what? To the right, it's a lie. To the left, it's like, and you're like, what are you looking at? I'm right here. But they're like, they're going to be evasive. I think that you have to be careful when you approach a person about cheating because it doesn't take facts. You have ladies think they have women's intuitions. Fellas think that we see a pattern change and we already know what's up. But be careful when you approach the cheater because they really have the right to do what? Spinning around on you. So if you don't use my winning strategy, not only are you going to not get anything out of that person when they're as far as them cheating, but you're going to also find yourself in a situation where you open a can of worms to where now it's like, oh, I can't trust you because you can't trust me. And so now you're the cheater. So check out this winning strategy from Taibu Mu'addib. Because I'm a big supporter of lie detector tests, I say do it real smooth. You know, honey, I've been thinking about getting more serious. I really have. You mean so much to me. We're doing so well. But I have some reservations. It's not you, it's me. I have trust issues. How about we take a lie detector test? How about you and I right now, we decide on what questions we both want to answer? No. Don't get upset. I'm saying I want to get more serious, but I gave my heart away before. and it didn't go well for me. Are you interested in that? Because I mean, if we both pass the test, I think we should get married and start a family, or we should get together and be tight and build a legacy and go hard. Let's buy a home. Let's be bosses out here. Whatever the case may be, let's do it. This is what I say how you should bring it to the person you believe is cheating. And in Texas, I don't know what state you're in, but in Texas, a lie detector test is as inexpensive as $50. $50. That's it. Right? Now, y'all throw $50 in the club. $50 to find the person that you've been laying down with, maybe putting your safety in jeopardy. If you hear that sound, write it down. It's a lot of sex there's a lot of sex happening, especially in Dallas-Fort Worth. This is Texas. Especially in Dallas, a lot of sex going on, man. So you have to make sure that you with somebody that's not putting your safety and your health in jeopardy. All right. They disappearing, they're not answering the phone. There's an hour or two, like this show, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you're not putting your safety and your health in jeopardy. So that's my winning strategy for approaching it. Do your research first, but bring up, the lie detector test. That's going to get you action. Trust me. I'm going to say hi to a couple people over here on TikTok. Thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate y'all, man, for watching my show. I really appreciate y'all. And if you're local to the DFW area, make sure that you tap in. Now, my TikTok page does have a subscription. If you subscribe, you'll get the whole full day as I'm getting dressed and getting ready, talking to my vendors and stuff like that. You'll get the behind the scenes, get your subscription over here. Make sure you all subscribe to my YouTube page, because that's how I'm going to be able to afford to give you a much more powerful podcast overall. I'm going to take the money that I make over here on YouTube and give y'all something spectacular. And that's how I'll be able to look. When you guys support, I get that first 1,000 followers and subscribers on my YouTube page, and I really hit my page and watch my videos. That's how I'll be able to give to the young folks. There's a lot. I'm going to dive deeply into parents with, out of control youth. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for y'all. I want you to know that. Parents with uncontrolled youth, I'm going to dive into and get y'all a program on my coaching program. Just by jumping in for the EFC part of the program, I can help you out a lot. I'm going to do something special just for you and your child. Not on the scared straight status, but just to help you parents to kind of get some backbone. Because the kids these days, they figured out a way to basically run your household. And you don't even peep it. I'm old school. I'm gonna get y'all right. Taibu Mu'addib right here. I'm gonna get you together. Winning strategies. Win with Taibu. That's what it's all about. Cheaters. We're gonna smack these cheaters down. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. But if you can afford, I pushed the wrong one. I'm trying to laugh at y'all. Where's the laughter at? Oh, there it is. It was next to it. Yeah. If you can't afford to pay for it, I'm going to present you with some images over here on the screen. Let's go. All right, bam. Here we go. So, top 10. We're going to start from 10 and go down to 1. Oh, top 8. We'll go. It's 8 of them. All right, let's go. So, what are we doing? 8 is, there it is. I got to find it, y'all. Top 8. We'll make up our own 2 more. The 8th, look, the lowest totem pole. So when you accuse this person, and it's just called what it is, when you indict them for cheating, whether you actually caught them in the bed, the person or not, or caught them on the phone or not. Distraction. Distraction is number 8. Distraction. They'll start an argument with you about an unrelated issue. I know you're cheating. You don't answer the phone right when you get off work. You're always gone 2 hours after you get off work before you get home. It doesn't take 2 hours to get home. My GPS, it takes 35 minutes, maybe 37 minutes with traffic to get home. Why I don't hear from you for 2 hours after work every day? Oh man, your mom was always in our business. They're gonna start an argument about an unrelated issue. Right? They're going to change the subject, or create chaos to avoid to the topic. Man, I can't stand this. You always going out. I'm finna go get my stuff right now. I'm finna go hang out at my friend's house tonight. I ain't with this. Right? It's distraction. They want to distract you from that. So that distraction is the way that cheaters, that's how they're gonna handle it when you approach them. Unless you get that lie detector conversation going on. Spend that $50, man. Find out if you in love with the person. Let me tell you something. If you in love with the person, if you falling for the person in some kind of way, shape, or form, or you just in your mind believe this is the person, one person for you, but you got some reservations, spend that $50. Let's go. Distraction. Number 8. Lock that in. Hey, this is going to shock y'all. Partial confession. What? So the person basically admits to they only admit to what you already know, right? This tactic, it says right here, is meant to appear honest while still hiding the full truth. So say your wife or your husband or the person you're dealing with has a work spouse. And every time you pop up, I mean, not to really be looking to see if the person's cheating, but this has been your thing. You know what I'm saying? So you drop by, hey, honey, you know, whatever, and you just try to get a kiss, whatever, before you go about your way and do whatever, or just you sit in for lunch, whatever the case may be. But increasingly, you notice the same person either leaving the area they work or just sitting there kicking it with them. I've seen some wild stuff myself, personally. I ain't gonna lie. You know, really, it looked really, really crazy to me. But you notice these things. And so you bring it up when you get home. Your partner is going to partially confess. They're going to say, yeah, I mean, you know, so-and-so does come around a lot, but it's only just because. Right. Absolutely. Partially confess to it. Oh, I called, you said you was out your homeboy last night, and I called him, and I was like, what y'all do last night? I mean, you know, my man got home late. He was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him since. Yeah, he said he had something to do. That is right. You know, he did, we did cut ties earlier. I just went and kicked it though anyway. So that's a partial confession, but at the same time, still concealing, right? And so you went to our usual spot then. Yeah, I went by myself. So that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a partial confession. I saw this text message coming on your phone. It was just on your phone. Yeah, you know, I did reach out to her and I asked her, you know, why she was on my page so much, and you was gonna get mad about it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess she was just responding then. So we're gonna slap that, but that's what number 7 is, a partial confession. And these are ways that the cheaters continue to be in y'all lives because y'all didn't know that Coach Taibu was going to have a winning strategy for how to deal with it. So these are just tactics and the favorite lines used by folks that are cheating when you approach them. Oh, this is a oldie but goodie. Emotional manipulation. What? Are you really going to throw away everything over one mistake? So what? Yeah, I got drunk. I was mad at you because you didn't, you know, wash all the clothes, and you know what I'm saying? I've been telling you for a minute that, you know, I needed my stuff ready and I wasn't ready for my presentation, so I got drunk, and, you know, she's happened to be at the bar that night. Or it wasn't what you thought. You just saw what you wanted to see. If you love me, you have to believe me. That really wasn't what happened. That person is trying to appeal to your emotions and avoid accountability for their actions. Emotional manipulation is number 6. Number 5, justification. If you hear that sound, lock it down. I was lonely. We weren't happy. Remember, we had broke up at that time. That's my favorite. I see it on shows all the time. We had separated for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not a separation. 2 weeks is y'all get in the comment section. Is 2 weeks of separation? I don't think 2 weeks constitutes as a real separation. If you're only separated from the person that you're with for 2 weeks, that meant you were what I call forecast cheating, and it got so hot you just had to get some. So you start an argument, or you just say, I'm done with you, and you stop calling them for a couple weeks so you can get your groove on over there and really see if the grass was greener on the other side before coming back and finding out that really the sex wasn't that great, or dude really didn't have all the money he said he had, or whatever the case may be. But you bust down, you let him smash, ladies. You know you did. So a 2 week separation, to me, all that sounds like is, basically that they had something had been brewing in the background, fellas, and she just had to get it. She had to get it, or vice versa, ladies. He just had to have it. He just. And look, back in the day, I did a podcast for my show, You're a Mess, on why skanky women were so attractive to men. I'll bring that back up later this season. Maybe one of my live podcasts, we'll get into that at the Margarita Express. Shout out to Reese and Margarita. The Margarita Express that you see here in Arlington, Texas is the home of love, lies, and everything in between. You better know it. So come on out Sunday from 4 to 8, man. Have a good time with me. And we're going to do it just like that. Cheaters often justify their behavior with emotional or situational reasons why they did what they did. And look, let's be real. I got to applaud them fools. Ladies or fellas, y'all, the justification one is a really deep one, isn't it? Thank y'all for popping in here on me on TikTok, man. I love y'all, man, so much. The justification one is a cold shot, right? Because many of us are insecure, or we're not very self-confident. So if you cheat on me and you say, that you're really more into light-skinned guys anyway, I'm gonna feel like, I really can't do much about that, but you know what I'm saying? A, I didn't know it was an issue, but B, now that I know it is an issue, it's like, okay, what can I do? So I bleach my skin. With my laughter, I gotta find my laughter. I thought I had my laughter on here. There it is. It's closer than I thought. I'm gonna do bleach my skin to be lighter. Come on now. But it doesn't have to be a logical justification. It's as long as you give one. You know what I'm saying? So like I work out. So she could say, you're always at the gym, so I assumed you was getting them little gym hotties anyway. You was getting at them anyway. And it was eventually you was going to leave me because I'm not in great shape. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a logical one. It just has to be one. And I think that a lot of cheaters is getting away with cheating because many of us, when they put it to us like that, I was lonely, I just wasn't happy at the time, we're accepting that because many of us, we're codependent. It's like we're dependent on that person now emotionally. So they're like, what can I do to make you happy? Why do you feel so lonely? We've already forgiven them. We're already moving on to something else. So lock that in. Justification. Number 5. Gaslighting is a term that is new. I'm a 75, baby. Gaslighting is a new term. I'm trying to wrap my head around what that means, right? So gaslighting. So many young folks out there, y'all know what that more means than what I do for real. But since it's on here, let's talk about it. Oh, you're being paranoid. Oh, you're imagining things. Let me check this out. Oh, you're being paranoid. Oh, you're imagining things. I just want to make sure nobody's trying to jump in here. All right. Everything's good on this side. Let me go back. Bing. You're being paranoid. You're imagining things. This type of cheating response is trying to make the person that's accusing them doubt their instincts or their sanity. That takes some skill. That's why I said there's some gamesmanship going on with this cheating thing out here, y'all. Are y'all getting what I'm getting in this? There seems to be a ton of different scenarios that pop up. I think the average cheater knows all of these. Hell, I think the average cheater, if you approach them without my smooth winning strategy lie detector test, I think that the average cheater will take you through all 8 of these steps, just to get out of it and to keep you with them. So, that's why I'm going through them. The person that gaslights you makes you feel like you're paranoid, or you're imagining things. They want you to doubt what you're thinking and feeling. Again, if you have a partner that's, clearly affectionate with a lot of people, or just one particular person, and that person says you're seeing what you want to see, that person is gaslighting you. They want you to think that you're tripping, and it's not their behavior. Blame shifting. Number 3, blame shifting. You were always busy. You pushed me away. So rather than take responsibility, they blame the person that's accusing them, their partner, or some kind of external circumstance. Me and so fell out, and I just didn't know what to do. Or, it was after that one argument we had, I went out and got so drunk, she just took advantage of me. And the conversation about why men won't accept when a woman cheats versus the other way around is, I think it's like more of the psyche and the actual physical act. So men, look at the sex just, totally differently. I'm not saying they want it more or they don't want it as much as women, but I'm just saying looking at the physical act differently, right? So, what this situation is like, where in the man's mind, it seems to be like when you shift that blame on the other person, like when the guy, if like I said earlier, if the guy tells the woman, you haven't worked out with me in a while, you've gained 40 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Like when I look at you, I get disgusted, that could be blame shifting as to why, I have a sneaky link that you found me on Facebook, reaching out to. For women, usually for the women, usually it's some kind of emotional situation. So if you catch the person you've been with for a couple of years reaching out to somebody that they knew before you got with them, and they hit you with that, well, you don't talk to me no more. Our friendship is gone. Usually, so men, for them it could be a physical, visual thing, ladies, where most of your issues come to pass where there's no more date nighting. You don't hold me anymore. You don't tell me I look beautiful, and he tells me every day how good I look, but you've rarely said it since I met you. So the blame shifting is a very, very effective and heavy way of going about it. And like I said again, usually it's effective because when you get cheated on, it's out the blue. You're not really ready. Just because that person hurt you doesn't mean you're ready to give that person up to someone else. And that's why I'm a proponent and a supporter of lie detector tests, because that lie detector test will help you find out how much cheating has actually happened versus a person telling you it just happened one time. I did it one time, and most of us can deal with that. But to find out that every day for a couple of months this is what was going down, and that's why it was tough for you guys to be intimate. That could be a tough one to forgive. Blame shifting is number 3. Write that down. We're talking about cheaters and their favorite lines when they're caught or suspected. I don't want y'all doing nothing rash after this show when you can just get the lie detector test for $50 and just walk away. We used to say back in the day, don't walk away mad after you lose a game or a domino, whatever. Don't walk away mad, just walk away. I'm telling you, don't walk away mad, just walk away, because you're blessed. I want to be a huge blessing to all of you. I'm putting this out there so we having I'm trying to make it entertaining, but we're having a real conversation. I don't need music in the background and twerking in the background. I don't need all the visual stuff. I'm trying to come straight, into your psyche and let you know that if you're dealing with a cheater, these are the kind of things that they're doing to you. You're like Taibu Mu'addib. if they actually are doing any of these things, does that mean? And if you go to my YouTube page and when you go to my YouTube page and you subscribe, this is on the screen. So you don't got to go look it up for yourself. You can go to my page and watch this podcast tomorrow or tonight when he gets home or she gets home and ask them, yeah, when I asked you what you this and this and that, you did try to distract me. You brought your mom up and you start arguing about the dog and being let out. We couldn't even finish the discussion. It really does mean they're cheating on you. It wouldn't be up here. These are actual tactics that cheaters use to rebuff your suspicion or your flat out accusation. All right. They're cheating. They are. And again, the lie detector test will tell you what to the extent that cheating is happening. Because all you have to do is write the right questions down for the person that's doing the review of the exam to ask them. Be specific. And Maury has shown us that many people think that they can beat lie detector tests. Many of them can. All right. Here's a sidebar. Does inconclusive mean they actually are? I say so. I say nothing but a pass absolves them. Inconclusive, that's not good enough. Inconclusive or failure, you're out. Pass, that means you're comfortable, you're calm, you're cool, you're not doing nothing. That's what it is. Taibu Mu'addib right here with Win Strategies. This is Cheaters Week. Check out my show. And I missed a couple of days. Don't get me wrong. I want to get back to my podcasting every night. I'm a busy guy. I have coaching clients online I got to stay in tune with and take care of. I got, a day job, obviously, household to run. I just want you to know that this podcasting is fun, it's entertaining, and I know I'm giving y'all real value. So after the podcast is over, inbox me, DM me. I will try my best. To reach out to you and say, hey, what did you enjoy most about the podcast? And we'll get into it. Minimization. Number 2, minimizing your complaint. It didn't mean anything. It was just a one-time thing. Trying to downplay the severity of their behavior and actions to reduce the consequences. So I'm busted. Cold busted. You sit outside the bedroom door and heard me say, yeah, I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Yeah, same place, same time. Don't worry about it. You bust in the room. What are you talking to? I'm cold busted. Oh, it don't mean anything. We just playing. What you mean by saying you was going to do it again? Because it just happened just the one time, baby. It's just, what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe I'm tripping. So minimizing the mistake. And look, this is more effective than y'all might think. This is a more effective. That's why it's number 2 on the list. This is more effective than you might think. Telling you to calm down, pipe down, chill out. That's effective for a lot of you. A lot of you are being cheated on a daily basis. Like ridiculous because of that tactic right there. I'm just trying to shoot it out there to you. It didn't mean anything. It was just a one-time thing. So that's almost like telling you, baby, you mean the world to me. She don't mean nothing. She don't mean nothing. Or get out of here with that nonsense. And denial. We all know how effective denial is. The number 1 reason, favorite line. Number 1 is denial. I didn't do anything. This is often the first line of defense. Even in the face of evidence, many cheaters deny everything to buy time or to sow doubt. So I don't get time to talk about this. We'll discuss when I get home. You know what you're talking about. So denial is often the first line of defense. Taibu Mu'addib right here. Let's get off this. I just wanted to share that with y'all. This is Cheaters Week. I'm gonna have a great scenario set up for the blame game this week. Someone's gonna win a t-shirt. It's going to be fun to hear your points of views and your opinions at the Margarita Express, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stop on by, man. The owner Reeves is putting out your first 8-ounce margarita is actually free at the event. So come on by. Tickets is $10. When I get the opportunity to redo the Eventbrite and just put it out there and just try to have it up, I got to figure out how to do the multiple event thing on it so you guys can enjoy, the first 10, 15 people can get 2 for 1, so they can bring somebody with them for half price. It'd be great. But for right now, at the door is $10. You want to make sure that you get there in time to get there, relax, drink, enjoy the show, and then kind of drink some water. Right? We don't want y'all to leave inebriated. Shout out to the folks out there that's drinking responsibly at these events. Please do so at mine. All right. So I do a couple different things. As the ultimate salesman, many of you know me from TikTok, my TikTok page. I do sell cars. I do sell new and pre-owned vehicles. If you want to buy a vehicle from someone that can help you win, right, with a winning strategy, come to me, inbox me, DM me. I will make sure I take care of you. If you don't know if you can get approved or not, if you have, challenge credit or something like that, or you don't have much money down, I have primary and secondary options to make sure we can get you rolling. And actually, I want to applaud myself. Wrong button. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. I want to applaud myself for making a move up to a better pay plan with a new company. So you guys will see me rebranding my car sales. I want more variety for you, more opportunity for you. When you come to me, many of you have seen me online talking about cars, and it was tough to get you done for reasons that were outside of my control. But I do have primary and secondary options now to make sure that no one walks away sad, unless you really don't have anything to bring to the table. If you're not bringing anything to the table at all, you probably won't get a car. And some of you do it. I understand you want to get lucky. You're just hoping beyond hope. But trust me, I will tell you, no. Get out of here. But now, for the most of you, I'm embracing you all as a dedicated car sales professional. I'll get you taken care of. And you don't have to live in Texas. I definitely will transport a car to you no matter where you are in the country. So let's look at the next thing. So the podcasting, we're doing that right now. The online coaching program. Look, the one thing I can say about my online coaching program is if you're not in shape, that's number one. Many of you are suffering from mental health illnesses and insecurity things and deep depressions because you're just not in shape. Some of you are in shape and you're acting like that's an actual balm towards the counseling and coaching that you need. You're just not hitting your goals. You're working out, but that's not getting closer to your financial goal, relationship goal. So that's why you want to come on in to my coaching program. Many of you are broke, B-R-O-K, with a capital K, like all over the place, because you have no budget. You are emotionally unintelligent. So you're just spending to make yourself feel good, not to make yourself wealthy. And I can teach you how to do that. Taibu Mu'addib, lock that in. This is fun. So I will be here before y'all go out, 8:30 again. I'm getting better at the 8:30 space. 8:30, I might be back to 9 o'clock. My 9 o'clock time was pretty consistent. But I like 8:30 better because I have to get my sleep so I can get up and I can go to the gym. Ooh, I was sore. Tap in, let me know how I can help you win. If you want to be a special guest at the Margarita Express, I definitely want to have you in there. If you want to be a guest on my show throughout the week, come on here, talk about your situation, your issues, or what you like to achieve as far as buying a nicer, newer vehicle. I welcome you. All right. And last but not least, obviously, the coaching program. I did the research. I looked at the numbers that I kept from my old email address when I started Heavenly Bodies. I've changed and affected to the positive over 2,000 clients. And that's saying a lot from a guy that came from where I came from. Over 2,000, lives, changed and affected, still doing well, still working out. They got that knowledge. They lost weight. They're forever affected positively by the heavenly bodies and my coaching program and my training. So now with the online coaching system that I have, I can make sure that I can get you right. 12 weeks, 12-step program. If you want to lose between 25 and 40 pounds in the next 12 weeks, whether it's a vacation, whether it's a wedding, whatever the case may be, if you want to lock in and get that thing dedicated, it will. The bonus is this. I don't train anybody without the coaching program anymore. But if you're on the coaching program, the training, I'll throw that in there for you half off. So if you want me to actually physically train you, I'll do that for you half off. Don't even worry about it, man. I got you. So if you want to experience a real workout, man, with a true professional, we can get in the gym, man. We can go crazy at half the price, as long as you have bought the 12-step weight loss 12-week program. 12 weeks, 12 steps. I know you can do it. Don't finish the year off still heavy. For a lot of you, that first 20, 30 pounds is a big deal. And you know what it was like when you, I mean, many of you did it before on your own, but it was something extreme and you forgot or whatever. You don't have the motivation. Look, that first 30 pounds, many of you, so I say 25 and 40, I'm telling you, so the average is 30. That 30 pounds is going to change a lot of your lives. You want to tap in from, you want to get it done. And I'm talking about the busy entrepreneurs and executives out there. If you're just sitting around eating chips, that's not, but if you're busy all day long and you believe you don't have the time to work out and get in shape and you like to have a roadmap for that, I'm going to take care of you. Taibu Mu'addib, first step coaching program, win with Taibu. Don't forget, when you overcome today's obstacles, tomorrow will feel like paradise. That's the show, everybody. Join me again here tomorrow night. You know I'm going to be here for you with some more evidence on cheaters. I'm going to have, remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch me there. Win with Taibu on YouTube. So you can see the reaction reels and stuff I'm going to have up there. It's going to be some buck wild stuff. You don't want to miss it. Let's go. One more slap for the cheaters. Let's go. Let's do it, baby. We out. Booyah. Just a little something extra. I had a wild experience today. I'm going to bring it out more when I get into Teen Week. But, man, leadership is necessary. Be leaders in your homes. If you have an out of control team, you definitely want to tap in, inbox me, DM me. I'm here for you. Call the hospitality hotlines on the screen, 682-514-5955. Let's go.